We are here in our studio kitchen. Chastity O'Quinn, registered dietitian from Food City, is here to help us all get a better night's sleep. And that sounds so good. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you. So good to be here. Good to be here.
You're talking about foods, not necessarily like what to eat before you go to bed. You're talking about how the foods make a difference throughout the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something a lot of people don't think about. It makes a difference because we have foods like cherries. They have melatonin in them. So we know that melatonin helps us sleep. So it's just incorporating different things that we'll go through that kind of helps with that.
So even though we're eating them at lunchtime or in the afternoon, will that still help us when it comes to those evening and overnight hours?
It will. It will. And that's something that we build up in our body, and you want a natural balance of those things. So serotonin, melatonin, selenium, all those things that help us sleep, and even magnesium to help relax our muscles and things like that. So.
All right, so good information.
Yep.
I'm going to take notes today because there's my least favorite thing, I think, is the disruptive sleep. When you wake up and you're just wide awake and it's 4:10.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you have heavy meals or a high fat meal for dinner, then that's going to disrupt the sleep cycle too.
Good to know. Okay, so you brought some examples of things that we can incorporate into our daily routines, and I do see your protein oats over there, which I feel like are a staple.
They really are. I love these. But oatmeal is a good, even like if you're craving a snack later before bed, right? Oatmeal is something good to reach for. Just a little bowl of that, it actually has been proven to help you sleep. Ooh. So bananas are another thing. That's something that's going to give you that a little bit of sweet, a little bit of carb to help you through the night. So, you know, something small like that is okay before bed. Like I said, nothing heavy, not a high fatty meal, because that's going to disrupt your sleep. Any of your meals, really, you want to wait 3 hours before bedtime. That way it's fully digested and you're ready to, your body's ready to just focus on sleep.
And you mentioned the cherries earlier. And you can even do that in like a cherry juice?
You can, just no sugar added. Of course, that's what we recommend. And at Food City, you can look for those no sugar added tags when you're shopping for those types of things. But that's definitely something that you can do. And kiwi, this is another one of the staple things I bring in here often. They're just good for so many things. Fiber, vitamin C, and they have the melatonin and the serotonin to help you sleep. So.
And anytime you can get that naturally, so much better for us.
So much better for us. You definitely. And so this kind of, we were talking about that earlier. This is my sad looking piece of tuna steak.
No, it just looks, it's just kind of out of place.
It is out of place.
Here with our fruits and vegetables.
Agreed.
But
it is my omega-3 for today because I'm always doing the salmon, and I know we all get tired of just salmon. So this is another good example of a good fatty fish, and we know that omega-3s are something else that helps us with our sleep, a restorative sleep. So getting the omega-3s throughout your day really helps with that.
Gotcha. And other sources, you said most of your fish?
Yes, and salmon is really high. You've got your tuna, trout is another. So chia seeds is a different kind of omega-3s, but yeah, get those in there.
However you can.
Yeah.
And then let's talk a little bit about dairy. There's some other options as well.
Yeah, so dairy, you've heard of when we have tryptophan and it's kind of makes you sleepy, so that's another thing with dairy that can kind of help induce that. Now, some people have issues with having dairy closer to bed, but just like we said before, incorporate it throughout your day. Some good cottage cheese, a warm glass of milk. It's not just an old wives' tale. I mean, just have a warm glass of milk, and that can actually help you sleep.
Oh, nice. brings back the memories of warming milk.
Oh, yeah.
You know, before the kids would go to bed.
Yeah.
And then nuts also a good source.
Yeah, so you're looking for magnesium, and that's like your Brazil nuts. You're going to get a lot of magnesium. A lot of people are on the magnesium these days for sleep, for muscle, for all the things. But the gold standard, get it from your foods before you get it from your supplements. So Brazil nuts, pistachios, that's two very good examples of it. Also, walnuts are one of my favorites, so throw those in there.
And is it okay? I see these are the raw as well. So raw nuts, lightly salted maybe.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
All right. I'm always getting her stamp of approval, making sure that everything is good. But
I love it.
Such important information, as I think a lot of people, if we don't get that 8 hours of restful sleep. I know when I get my sleep, I just get up in the morning and I'm so happy.
You're so ready for it. And caffeine is a big thing too. You got to weigh out what time of day you need to stop drinking caffeine, because it can definitely affect your sleep as well, and alcohol.
And chocolate, I hear.
Yeah.
So those three things and more of this throughout the day, and we'll all get a restful night's sleep. Chastity, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to have you on the show. For more information and other products, you can always visit the website as well. That's foodcity.com.